The beautiful Alicia Fox.
Spoke to you and said this, Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Loaded up with alcohol, more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
3 ain't enough now, I need 5. Welcome in Jim, Ryan, Matt, Tim, and intern Mark.
And after tonight, none of you in this ring will ever be the same again.
Oh my goodness, what do we do? There's a 1, there's a 2. Oh!
Wow.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 3 Count Thursday, live here on our Facebook page. It is Thursday, May 23rd, 2019. We are back. We were off last week. We hope you didn't miss us too much. This week we have tons to talk about, including Double or Nothing is upon us and Boombox Brock. But first, our show is brought to you by Alicia's Pillows and Things. Decorating your home reflects your tastes and likes, so why not add decor that reflects your sports, movie, or TV fandom? Alicia's Pillows and Things is your hookup. Alicia features pillows of all sizes, stools, and more with your favorite sports teams and characters. Log on to NGSCSports.com. Find the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on your homepage and place your order. And also, we are sponsored by the Ultimate Sports Channel. The Ultimate Sports Channel is the best free streaming channel of sports news, game winner selections, and special features brought to you by Roku TV. Do you, like 30 million others, have Roku? If not, Roku is a convenient and cost-effective way to watch TV. You get tons of free streaming and featured channels. Visit Roku.com or pick up the remote system at Best Buy, Walmart, and many other retailers. Find this great channel by searching the Ultimate Sports Channel for the best free sports programming, or visit awesometvchannel.com to learn more details. Boys, how we doing this week, Ryan, Tim?
I'm delicious. How are you?
I am doing great. I'm much happier to be back here and podcasting with you gentlemen. It's been a long week to get here, but we're doing well. Ryan, what are you doing?
We're live, pal.
We are live,
We're
pal.
live.
Yeah, we are live,
We're
pal.
doing it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. We're going to have a great show.
We are going to have a great show.
We jazzercised before we came on the air.
No, we didn't. But
we could have.
We did record the pre-show, post-show, which you can hear, and I highly recommend this one because this one's a real feel-good one.
How would you be able to hear this show?
If you go to patreon.com/3 Count Thursday. Nice shot.
That was a good one.
Kobe.
Just jammed right in there. If you go to patreon.com/3 Count Thursday and pledge $2 or more, we'll always take more, but you have to do at least $2 to get the pre-show, post-show every week.
Is that like a day? Is that $2 a day?
No,
is that $2 a week?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Is it $2? Is it $2 every fortnight?
It is not. It is not. Wow, that's a good tie into later, but we'll get there. It is not a fortnight. It is not a night or day, which is a good diner, but it is $2 a month. Just $2 a month. That's
almost as long as 4 score.
It is. I don't know what that is.
A month?
Address, maybe
$2
right, that's it.
A month.
That's like pennies a day. And is there a time that you can listen to it? Like, can you only listen to it like 9 to 5? Or
No. You can literally listen to it any time of any day.
So you can listen on the morning train?
You can listen to it on the morning train.
Could you listen to it if you think you're by yourself?
You could listen to it if you think you're by yourself.
Or alone.
If you think you're alone now.
Cool.
Without a doubt. So, again, Patreon.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out.
/3 Count Thursday, or go to 3countthursday.com. Every link is there. All of our social media, our YouTube page, and much more.
I don't know why I grunted when I pointed at the sign, but it kind of hurt.
Because we're big.
You had to get that arm up
I'm
there.
sore.
We're big. It's
Life's
okay.
sore.
If you're following along in the live video, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you give it a share. We'd appreciate that.
Do it.
We would.
One show coming up, not this weekend.
No.
Not an independent show this weekend.
What about this Monday?
Not this Monday.
Tuesday.
No.
Next Wednesday.
Yes.
Oh?
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, it is a special show. For those that don't know, head shrinker Samu is battling cancer, and good God, my mind just went totally blank. What type of cancer does he have?
The bad kind.
Okay, they're all bad.
I don't remember.
Do we want to? I sincerely apologize.
I do. I totally forget.
My mind totally just went a blank. But the important part is that Wednesday night, so before we come on the air next, that's why we're talking about it right now, there will be a fundraiser at the Mountville Sports Center in Allentown, PA, next Wednesday. Now, there's 2 sets of meet and greets. If you go to... It is liver cancer. If you go to 3countthursday.com, find the upcoming independent show page. There is a link on that page for all the information about tickets and how to get the meet and greets and all of that. But there's 2 sets of meet and greets, one from 2 to 4, one from 4 to 6. The show then runs from 7 till 9:30. And, there's great independent superstars, as well as Billy Kidman's going to be there. Michael P.S. Hayes is going to be there. Samoa Joe is going to be there. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else actually from the WWE. So this is a partnership between
Samoa Joe. I wasn't listening.
You said Samoa
Billy
Joe.
Kidman.
I said that.
Michael P.S. Hayes.
Already said that.
Doc Hendricks.
That's Michael P.S. Hayes. But
Cassius Ono.
That's the one I was forgetting.
And there's a
Cassius Ono.
referee.
There's a WWE referee.
And then like Snitsky and some other former
stars
stars
that are somewhat local based and things like that, because this is a joint production between WXW-C4 and the WWE to help raise money for Samu and his cancer treatment. So make sure you go to that page. If you can't make it to the show, maybe reach out to them and just consider donating, because anything can help at this point.
Absolutely. And if you're curious about other upcoming shows, maybe beyond this weekend, 3countthursday.com under the upcoming shows tab is your hub for all things independent pro wrestling.
We keep that page updated as much as possible, so make sure you visit that, and you'll be able to find out where we might be, shows that we're either going to be calling the action or we'll just be attending. So
or promotions we have attended and we co-sign. Like, these are legitimate good companies. Go support these guys.
Are companies that we have been to or that we regularly attend or that we're a part of. So it's in our area. And again, if because we love to support independent wrestling. If you don't know of a company near you, wherever you are, reach out to us. We will do our absolute best to find one.
Oh, Tim's getting into the
I was
papers.
just flipping my shit.
Oh, I was like, what the hell just happened over there?
What's happening?
Just do one of the
So
dramatic flipping.
Well,
That's
that was absolutely dramatic, and a couple people in the comments were getting Cassius Ono as well. That was the one we were forgetting. So again, that's on Wednesday night. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it up to that. The during the week thing this time of year is unfortunately the busiest time of year at my job. So
that makes sense, though. Like, if people know what you do, that makes sense.
Yeah, and we do want to hit on this as well. And Scott said he donated to this last Thursday when we were at NXT. The unfortunate news came through. Ashley Mazzaro, former WWE superstar, passing away. And it's I'm not going to get into what has kind of become a fairly ugly situation of what things. Yeah, you're right. Like, if you're watching this, you're aware.
Or if not, it's an easy Google search.
Yes. Like, here's the thing. When somebody takes their life, it is an awful situation. We don't know the reasons why. I don't know the reasons why. I don't know what things out there are truth and what are not. So I don't want to even begin to touch on it or speculate on it. But a group of former WWE women's superstars have started GoFundMe for Ashley's daughter, and this thing has already exploded. I know yesterday in one day alone, it was like over 20,000. So, $20,000. So, and then Scott said he donated that. Like it, you know, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So please, if you have, you know, anything going on where you're, you know, you're dealing with things. I mean, I deal with things at times. Like it's some days are good days, some days are bad days. So, don't be ashamed to reach out to people. There's a suicide prevention hotline, and there's plenty of resources. Reach out to people. Everybody struggles. Everybody has bad times and bad moments, but just please never feel like you're weak or anything like that. Because I think that's the big stigma, and that's the problem. Is people feel like, you know, if I admit this, I'm weak, or I'm not, you know, I'm not a man. I'm not tough. That couldn't be further from the truth. It takes a lot of guts and strength to reach out to somebody. And I've been in therapy for 12 years, and I still go. I went last Monday. So it's don't ever think that like it's something you should be ashamed of. I used to be kind of ashamed by it. I'm not anymore. I'll never hesitate to tell somebody that it's something I do. So, you know, we do want to you know, give our thoughts and prayers to Ashley's family and friends.
And it's unfortunate. And I might be stealing your thought, so I apologize if I do, Ryan.
You trust me, you're not.
Okay. It's a shame that it takes instances like this to be the warn, like the wake up call or the altar call rather. It's like there's whenever it usually takes a tragic incident of any form to then bring awareness to it. Like, for example, SAMU and liver cancer. Like, cancer is a predominant thing. It's always around.
Right.
But yet you only talk about it when someone you know is impacted by it, whether it's in a previous sense or a present sense. Same thing with mental illness and things like that. It's don't talk about it until you have to talk about it. And it's unfortunate that that's kind of where it is, but like, please, I mean, I'm fortunate enough, like weird flex, I understand, but it's like, I know I'm lucky enough to know that like I'm balanced, and unfortunately not everyone is. And there's times that come up where people are triggered in one way, shape, or form, and it takes the logic out of life.
Right. Yeah.
It makes all logical situations illogical. It's chemical, it's biological.
Right.
And it should be addressed. So like, don't ever feel like you're in it alone. Even if you don't know anybody personally who struggles, someone does. And
I'm going to one step further and say, like, our inbox is always open, and we're not doctors.
Right.
Like, we're absolutely not. But if you just need to fucking get something off your chest or just sound something out, like, feel free to drop us a message that's absolutely, like, between you and the guy that's reading it. It's going to be one of us.
Yeah.
And, like, we will try to dispense some advice to you. Like, again, we're not doctors, but we don't want to see people struggle unnecessarily.
Yeah.
And the advice might just be like, hey, you got it off your chest. Go talk to somebody that's a professional that can actually help. Because we can't. But, like, you know what? Sometimes it's good to sound something out with somebody that's totally, like, you don't know us. We've never physically met you. Some people we have that listen. But you know what? Like, again, we're not doctors, but we can listen. And, you know, we all listen to each other bitch about wrestling for 2.5 hours. That, you know, listening to you for like 10 minutes or whatever, just get something off your chest. Again, I'd rather see that than read about, you know, somebody that I know or somebody that's listened to 3 Count Thursday, you know, in a situation where they could have talked it out.
100%.
Unless you're Jim, I don't want to hear you.
Yeah, we're all family. Like, there's way more important things in life than wrestling. I get it. Kind of blasphemous coming from the podcast dudes who talk about wrestling, but if we don't have our life, we don't have wrestling and we don't have the things we enjoy. You have to have a firm foundation in order to build a good house. And if the foundation
100%.
is
I
rocky,
agree.
if the foundation is soft, if it's warped, then the house is going to be not as stable. And like, and if you reach out to us, completely, it's all confidential. Like, we're not going to blow you up on the podcast.
No, God, no.
We're not going to shout you out as like, hey, Charlie, thanks for hitting us up with that really depressing message. Like,
Right, yeah.
Like, that's not what it's going to be.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
How did you know Charlie reached out?
Because I got the link. I got the password
Right,
to the
shit.
Twitter.
no,
we gave that to
if you reach out to us, even if it's just something you're like, hey man, had a really bad day, just have to get this off my chest, couldn't get a hold of anybody.
Right. I mean, it can be as simple as like, hey, my work sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fine. Let's talk about it.
And
Again, we're not doctors, and I'm not trying to diagnose or help
no,
you
no.
literally help you figure anything out, but we can fucking listen, and I would much rather that than have to read a report about somebody I know ending up like Ashley or something like that.
I mean, like here's the deal. This may sound totally funny, but I don't have a long commute to work. It's 8 to 12 minutes, depending which route or which way the traffic lights go.
Or
That
if
is funny.
Which way the rain drops.
Right, exactly. But like there'll be times if I have a bad day, like I will literally just kind of like talk to the steering wheel.
Sure.
Like just to get it out, on my way home and move on from it, because a lot of times, that bad thing at work isn't necessarily like it's not like a life-changing monumental bad moment, but it's just something like you spend 8 or more hours a day or 4 hours a day, if depending what your work schedule is, whatever time you spend there, something gets in your head.
Yeah.
Just get it out. And that can be something that could help you. So
You know what helped me the most? There was a time in my life that, and I don't even know if you ever knew this, I used to drive a motorcycle.
Really?
I did most of my like mind clearing when I was driving a motorcycle because I had to concentrate so much on like driving, like, and other people, that I didn't have time to have other thoughts in my head. So like a drive home on my motorcycle always cleared my mind because I was just such a defensive driver because of other people. Mm-hmm. It cleared my mind more than anything in my entire life.
And I think,
and I'm not recommending like being suicidal or being upset and hopping on a motorcycle. That's not what I'm saying.
right, but look, we
it
all
just cleared my head.
It's
right.
finding your quiet space, finding the place you can, like, for example,
Eating.
mine. Like, I'm giving you a warning now. Get the visual image, like, block any visual images out. Mine is in the shower. To me,
Dude, my mind went to the visual image. I wouldn't have if you not told me that.
I turn the lights out. We have like dimmer lights in the bathroom. Ooh. Lights out, dimmer light on, and just head against the wall, water, like just hot water on the back of the neck. And I'm like, I could stand in the shower for like 20 minutes. And it's just me. It's me.
It's me, my roommate, and the water, and it's great.
And it's great. And he gets my back, and it's wonderful. But it's yeah.
It's me.
Hey, look, sometimes you need a good cry.
You sure do.
Oh, dude, like
I
Jim,
cry
you found me in
all
the
the
shower
time.
once at college, right? That's a different story.
well,
though.
yeah, that was.
What are you doing with your dick in your hand?
That's a different story beyond that.
No, that was Ryan sitting Indian style in clothing, letting hot water run over him because he got too drunk.
Well, I was trying to sober up. The cold water was too cold. I'm now soaking wet because the water hit my clothes anyway. I was probably there for a solid 20 minutes.
We were both at the same party. Sober friends had to drive Ryan home. They came back.
Sober-ish friends.
Came back much later than I would have thought the 5-minute drive to take Ryan home and come back would have taken. They're like, dude, he's pretty rough. You might want to go check on him. And I'm like, I'm pissed and drunk at this point. And so I get in, and I do not condone this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I
do as we say, not as we do.
I get in my car and I drive up Main Street, Kutztown at 19 years old, like Ace Ventura, because my vents didn't work in my car.
Like your head out of your window?
Head out of window. Keep in mind, this is like January.
Like Ace Ventura.
I love it.
So, I drive it. I get to the apartment. I like come blasting through the door. Where the hell are you? Yeah. What? I like look in his room.
I remember wanting to
not in the
up.
room, not in the living room, not in the kitchen. I hear water running in the bathroom, and I'm like, I go there and knock on the door. Ryan, you all right? Yeah, you can come in here. No, I don't want to. No, it's cool, man.
I knew I was proper.
I didn't. The door was closed. No, man, it's cool. No, it isn't, Ryan. It is not cool. No, seriously, just come in here. Open up the door. Yep, there's Ryan sitting in the shower, fully clothed. There's hot water running over him. You all right? I feel better now. Good?
I remember feeling really good about that.
I mean, I'm sure it did feel good.
I'm sure it was a bad moment for you. But.
It wasn't the best. I will say that. But
so there's my shower story. But it was again to clear my head.
But no, whether it's
and my throat.
Whether it's getting in the shower, singing in the shower, listening to music, talking to friends, watching wrestling, watching like a funny YouTube video. Seriously, like
let's all unite around wrestling and let's let that be an outlet for everybody. If you're wrestling fans and you enjoy wrestling, maybe just put on a match and just allow yourself to be entertained and enjoy something in that moment. Just in that moment. And again, always feel free to reach out. If you have our personal pages, you can reach out to our personal pages.
Yeah,
Twitter,
without question.
Just without question.
Yeah, William.
Like I make jokes about things. I know that's what I do, and I'm not kidding about this. Like, please.
Yeah, William has a comment here, and Tara Calloway is a great independent wrestler. She's a friend of ours. We've had her on the show. She runs Dropkick Depression. There's I believe a link to it on our it's I think on it's our partners or friends or something section of the website. She's a survivor. She does try and help people with their issues, and that is a great organization. Thank you, William, for dropping that there. So there's plenty of tools, plenty of resources there. And, we just, again, encourage anyone at any time. Like if you're struggling with things, reach out to us, whether it's just to talk to us or we can, we can try and point you in the right direction. Again, we're not doctors, but we will listen to you.
Yeah. Go on to our page, click on the menu button, click on support our friends.
There it is.
Yep, support our friends. Dropkick Depression is on there. It takes you to their website.
And while we're dealing with non-happy topics, things like that, today, of course, the 20th anniversary of the tragic passing of Owen Hart.
I'm ready to listen to Jim Ross's podcast.
Yes, I downloaded it. Didn't get a chance to listen to it yet, but man, if there's an episode of Grilling JR to listen to, it's without a doubt going to be this one. There was a post I meant to share it. I think I forgot to share it, but the ringside photographer for the WWE had a lengthy post today, not only about kind of his recollection of that night and his memory of that night, but also about some of the things that kind of went wrong, like with the equipment and the things that he encouraged the WWE to do after that to kind of ensure that things weren't going, something like that was never going to happen again. So I know like all of the wrestling news sites today had them had the link to it, so it's out there and findable.
Yeah. There's only one way to really transition into I guess current stuff.
Sure.
Can I try?
Sure.
Okay. Next Saturday, June the 1st, Leo Rush returns to MCW, WWE Superstar Leo Rush, for a signing, an autograph signing appearance at Jimmy's Slamboree for MCW, and it is to support Bruiser, who is battling leukemia himself. So monies from this will go to support him. Again, that is next Saturday at the MCW Arena, 1000 Joppa Road, Maryland. Leo Rush's return for an appearance to MCW.
Nice.
It's a little more positive.
Yeah.
It's on the upswing.
Certainly people helping people.
Right, we're on the upswing. Can you take us the rest?
A lot of the beginning of the podcast is a lot of talk about struggle, whether struggling with mental illness or struggling with cancer or leukemia, and a lot of other wrestling fans are struggling with the main event of Money in the Bank this past Sunday.
Lesnar is here. Brock Lesnar is here. Yes, Brock Lesnar is here. Brock Lesnar is here. Yeah, Brock Lesnar.
I almost.
Thank you. I will never have another better segue in my life. I'm just gonna go away. Thank you.
There's the mic drop.
I've done it. Thank you. You guys got it. I did my job.
I almost feel responsible for what happened on Sunday. Because there was a point after Sami Zayn got hurt or got strung up or whatever that was, that I was like, guys, like, just imagine if, like, you know, this is all like a ploy, like Lesnar, you know, enters the match, wins the briefcase, cashes in, and like, here we go. And I think I might have even said, like, cashes in, makes it a triple threat, and he becomes Brocky 2 belts.
That's exactly what you said.
So, like,
Brocky 2
I
belts.
feel like...
So you're saying is you wished it.
I mean...
He spoke it into existence,
look,
yes.
I'm not saying that I wished it to happen. All I'm saying is there is a weird part of me that kind of likes to watch the world burn a little bit.
Can I say something?
You absolutely can.
Y'all may have strokes after I say this.
Uh-oh.
I loved it.
Wait.
Dude.
Wait.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what was
the
that?
whole Brock Lesnar thing?
Loved it.
So did I.
Dude,
I had
when
zero
I
problem
tell
with
you
it.
that Money in the Bank is the most Brock Lesnar thing in WWE ever.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's the goddamn ding?
Ding. Like, it's even better now because now when Brock shows up, you don't have to force a storyline to happen. Brock literally just shows up, no storyline, and is injected into a title opportunity. It's perfect.
Well, and here's the thing, like, it's the perfect thing for Brock Lesnar to have because he does not have to be there full time to carry it. Nobody is being pushed off the show. No, like I see, William, your comment there. Nobody's being pushed aside for Brock Lesnar because when Brock Lesnar shows up, Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston have to be on notice. And the chances are for them to be on notice and for Brock to show up and cash in, unless one of the rumored things that is going to be the cash in, which I hope it's not that. But, if let's just play this out, if for the next, 9 months, 10 months, 11 months, Brock just keeps showing up when Kofi and Seth are beaten down after a great match, they have to have the great match for Brock to be in that moment to cash in. So, like, if done correctly, I think this is kind of perfect for everybody. Now, if they did this just to have him cash in for the match at,
they will not have it happen in Jeddah.
Right, like, I guess, like, the theory everyone has is like, well, he could come out Monday and announce that it's going to be that. Why wouldn't they just book the match? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know what the Universal title match at Super Showdown is going to be because we know what the WWE title match is going to be. But like, and first off, Money in the Bank as a whole, I thought was it was a weird show and it was a fun show. But
it was great.
I really enjoyed it.
Let's get Matt on here. Matt, are you with us? Let's see if the phone line's working.
I'm with you.
Awesome,
Hello,
awesome.
We're talking about Brock Lesnar cashing in cheddar.
Cheddar?
Cheddar.
Did you watch Money in the Bank, Matt?
Cheddar?
Not
Cheddar?
live, but
Cheddar?
I
like
did
a
catch up on it.
Volkswagen
Okay.
Jetta.
Cheddar.
No, like the car, the Jetta.
Got it.
Guetta.
Hi, Matt.
David Guetta.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Well, everything
hey,
got
Mark.
really loud there for a second.
What's that noise? I hear the blue. That's never good.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
I might be loud because I've been drinking. So, we're asking my opinions on something? Yes.
No.
Brock
Let me weigh in.
Lesnar Breck Lassner is Mr. Money in the Bank. Thoughts?
Bork Laser, yes.
Yes.
I'm okay with it.
Well, that's unanimous.
Jesus.
All right, when does the
Jim literally almost fell out of the chair.
When does the lotto hit? Because we need to play a ticket because we have never been in
You
one
called it, and we're all in agreement.
We're like, you know what? It's fine.
This is weird. I
love it.
I feel weird. I feel scared. No, like
it wouldn't have been my first choice of what would have happened, but I'm not like angry about it. And maybe it's just that Game of Thrones let me down so much that Money in the Bank couldn't possibly let me down anymore.
I'm only going to be able to ask
but
this
here we
once.
are.
So, Matt.
Don't do it.
Yes.
What finale was worse? Game of Thrones
How About Your Mother
or Dexter?
Oh.
See?
I feel like Dexter, just because like the whole season was overall good, but then the finale was such shit. Whereas Game of Thrones, the whole season was shit.
Unlucky.
I shouldn't.
Do not.
Ryan, go ahead.
No,
he said he was drinking.
Listen here, you little shit raven. Don't stir it up.
Are we spoiling things again? Let's
No.
All right, fuck it. I'll do it. So what finale was worse, Matt? Game of Thrones or the Philadelphia 76ers?
That chapter is still unwritten, Ryan. So I appreciate the attempt, but it fell flat.
Okay, so we're still trusting the process. Got it.
We are.
Got it.
And because this has been a heavy conversation in a lot of podcasts and radio shows and things this week about that finale.
Black Widow dies.
And I love it because I don't watch Game of Thrones. I couldn't.
That's a Marvel
that's an
character.
MCU. Oh, that's the other person that dies in MCU.
Oh, well, awesome. Well, by this point, I think it's fair to say anyone who dies.
Oh, okay.
We're past that 2 week.
Yeah.
And I listened to it, Tim. I appreciated that the Game of Thrones spoilers is not really a thing because that's always been like a live tweet thing for me. So, like, if you are upset about Game of Thrones spoilers, then shame on you because you need to watch that shit live. But Ryan, I applaud what you did because I'm with you, man. 2 days is too much. So 2 weeks, nonsense.
Ooh, bold claim. But I think with TV shows, I think there's like to a degree, I think there's like maybe a 24-hour window, at least for me. But here's the thing: if I go on social media and I see it about a TV show, then I ran the risk.
That's your problem.
Ran the risk myself.
You rolled the dice.
Yeah.
Jim, I'll ask you this because I know you are a fan of the show, and I just watched it myself a couple days ago. Thoughts on the Big Bang series finale?
I watched it too.
I thought it was one of the best series finales there has been in a long time.
Thank God it's over.
What is it? Why?
It's just not a funny show.
No, it is funny.
It's just not funny.
No, just because you don't find it funny does not mean it is not funny.
And just because you find it funny doesn't mean it's funny.
Okay,
that works
Ryan,
just the fucking other way. It's not a funny show.
I'm the host, so.
Tim, thoughts on it?
I loved it. I'm very sad. I have Showhole now. Showhole is a thing.
Or Showhole is a thing. Matt, did you like it?
I did. I kind of had mixed feelings because like kind of a similar sense to the Game of Thrones. Like Sheldon has always been Sheldon, so like now all of a sudden everyone was like more mad at him than normal. I was kind of like, this is Sheldon, like let's get over it. But I thought they wrapped it up nicely.
Yes.
What did Bubby, our Jewish grandma, think?
Oh, let's ask.
Let's find out.
Bubby, what did you think of the what's that non-funny show we were talking about?
Big Bang Theory.
Yep. See, she's in Ryan's camp.
Kind of. But like I can kind of get it because like, there has been change in the Sheldon character over the course of time, and if I could see people getting frustrated with that individual, but like, then when everybody cools off and they don't leave, and they go to the ceremony, like I think that shows the depth of friendship and family. Like you're gonna get mad at family, you're gonna get mad at friends, but you kind of cool off and you stick with them because that's what it is. Now you touched on the How I Met Your Mother finale, and the only reason, because I will say this, I do understand why people hated the finale. I loved the finale of How I Met Your Mother because I predicted the ending like 2.5 seasons prior to the show ending. So the fact that my prediction at that point, when people who I talked to and watched the show made fun of me, the fact that my prediction was vindicated, I loved the finale. But I can...
Spoiler alert, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
Damn it! Why would you do that?
That's how I roll.
You are reckless.
If you've not watched it in 13 and a half years, it's not going to happen. He's dead.
He's dead. All right, so Brock Lesnar's your male.
Let's back to where we were.
Brock Lesnar, male Money in the Bank. Bayley wins the female Money in the Bank, cashes in. She's your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion. I thought that was huge for her. Again, overall, I thought the show was really, really good. It was weird in the same time too. I mean, you had a 1 minute and 40 second long United States title match. I thought some of the other win-loss decisions were kind of caught me off guard. I think on my scorecard I had like 84 out of 218 like for the results, but I thought the show overall was really good. I'm not going to get too into detail with it. I give it a solid B plus. Like, I thought it was really good. Ryan?
Yeah, I enjoyed the show. Solid B. My scorecard was trash. I started adding up and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, like I said,
it was that bad.
Like I said, I think I finished with a with an 84 out of like 218. Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I have no big gripes about the show that I can remember. A few days removed, it's set fine with me.
Tim?
A.
Nice. Matt?
Yeah, I'll go a B. I mean, no gripes with the Shane thing. I was fine with it, but were you all fine with it?
I was fine with it because, again, it's one of those things that kind of creates a moment of like sympathy for the face. Shane's a chicken shit, and he kind of found that loophole out again.
And let's be perfectly clear, I'm only fine with it because
of us,
of 3 years ago when you guys were such assholes about it.
See, I'm viewing the Miz Shane stuff completely differently.
That we got the she's Shane topless.
Thank you. It's not Shane being a chicken shit. It's Miz trying to consistently be a hero and failing because it's not him. He did the big superplex off the deal at WrestleMania and he paid for it. He tried to fight Shane coming out of the ladder. He was trying to superplex him off the cage.
And it didn't work. And so Shane slipped through his fingers. So because Miz is not a babyface.
Even if you look at the tag team title stuff.
Whoopsies.
They lost the tag titles because Miz was trying to do the hero play. It's not him. So he's in this uncharacteristic role for himself, doing things the right way, and he can't nail it. It's beautiful.
So this
doesn't that also just play to the fact that Shane is then better than him and the best in the world?
Yes, but that doesn't make my gripe was Shane's a chicken shit.
Oh,
I don't see Shane as a chicken shit. I see more of Miz not nailing being a hero.
Got it.
I think that's fair. That's fair.
I also, and this is like a throwback to season 2 of 3 Count Thursday, but Jim, you and I were really hardcore on the Miz train for so long.
That's true.
And now I like seeing Ryan like being on the Miz train and being let down. Finally getting on board.
So. There's a throwback for you on this Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, that
happened.
All of those things are accurate. But I thought it was a solid show. Let's turn to Monday. Of course, I mean, here's the thing: if nothing else comes out of Brock Lesnar as your Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Boombox Brock,
love it,
is one of the best things that the internet has done for wrestling. In a very,
Radio Raheem himself.
Oh my God! And it was within minutes of Lesnar coming out that people already had videos coming.
What was the first one or the song that you remember when you think Boombox Brock? Is there a song like from one of them? Like Brass Monkey is the one that I think of.
I think that was the first one that I saw.
I think I saw.
And because like it just happened to kind of be the perfect like tempo, because some of them it's too fast, some of it's too slow, whatever. Funny, almost all of them. But yeah, I think Brass Monkey hit it on the hit the nail on the head. And I like what they did Monday with the teasing of the cash-ins and you know, Seth and Kofi have to be looking over their shoulders. Again, I don't think we're getting Brock Lesnar every week, and we don't need him to.
I agree.
Like, you know, he
allows him to not. Like, it's the perfect.
Exactly,
it is the perfect storm.
Yeah, it really is, and
he can turn it on when he wants to, and this was him turning it on.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I was fine with it when it happened. Again, it's that I like to watch the world burn part of me, and I was actually surprised the number of people who aren't even fans of Brock Lesnar in the WWE anymore. And this was before Tim dropped the bomb of bombs on us here tonight. That you were happy about it.
That was it.
But like I was amazed the number of people that were like actually okay with Brock Lesnar as the Money in the Bank winner.
When
like,
you think about it, it's the perfect situation for him. He doesn't have to be on every show, but he always is going to pose that threat.
And
he could show up.
Yeah,
it's great.
I want to address something that was brought up in the chat.
Okay, going inside baseball here a little bit.
No, it's not inside baseball, but
inside our world.
Will says too much young talent is getting pushed aside because of Brock. I can't remember the last time an up and coming talent won Money in the Bank.
Like that. Yeah, that's.
I can't think.
Maybe Seth Rollins like 6 years ago.
But Seth Rollins was already made.
That wasn't even. That was 31, wasn't it? That was only 4 years.
4
ago.
years,
right.
But he was already made from the Shield. Like he was. He was already a top guy.
Right. He wasn't a established singles competitor in the WWE at that point.
Dolph Ziggler was close to that. That
and now
might be their best example.
And now you're going back to WrestleMania 29.
Right, we're back a few years for that.
Like,
I agree with you, Tim.
Right, like if you look at the history of Money in the Bank winners,
the guys put on a stellar match. That was a great Money in the Bank match.
Oh, it was so good.
It really highlighted the athleticism of people like Andrade and Ali, and they had great spots in that match.
God bless Finn Balor taking the most nasty ladder bump I have ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah.
And there's a guy who absolutely didn't need to be in or win that match.
Right. And a lot of people are going to... one of my best friends had the gripe. A great 25-minute match for Brock Lesnar to come out and do 30 seconds worth of work and grab the ladder. And I'm like, that's the point.
Anything can happen. That's the point.
That's the point. Like, you...
Right. You're not supposed to like what Brock does either.
Yeah, like on your point, Tim, like not even so much like winners of Money in the Bank, but just cash-ins in general. And the two that I said were the most memorable cash-ins that I can remember. But aside from that, it's just kind of been bland.
I mean, Corbin was a bit up and coming.
Corbin in
won.
2017, I would say, was kind of up and coming. You know, he lost the cash-in, so I think part of that too plays in.
And Sandow was the other one that was up and coming in my mind that also lost.
Yeah,
yes.
Like those are immediately to Cena. Like Cena had just wrestled, and then
2016 Dean Ambrose, 2015 Sheamus, 2014 Seth Rollins, 2013 Randy Orton. You have to go back.
So these are guys already in that upper echelon.
You have to go back to 2013 because remember you had the split titles at that point to Damian Sandow. You know,
but who won the other one?
Randy Orton.
Okay,
right. And then before then, it was...
And Orton's was the more memorable that year because Orton's was the Daniel Bryan cash-in, right?
Yeah,
and
where Daniel Bryan wins the title at SummerSlam.
His to Cena on like a SmackDown.
Yep.
And that cash-in still pisses me off to this day because Sandow literally, like, because this is back when he had, like, the rich mahogany Money in the Bank.
It was so great.
He crushed Cena with this, like, wooden brick of a case, and then just Super Cena doing Super Cena stuff.
Oh, right. You know, and the year before, Cena won, and Ziggler won. You know, like, it really isn't an up and comers victory. So like, and I think maybe some people were probably a little upset because, you know, the prevailing belief and rumor going into it was that, you know, Ali was going to be the winner.
I thought it was going to be him too.
And don't get me wrong,
but it can be an up-and-comers match.
It is.
That should be their coming-out match. They don't have to win it, though, to stand out.
And it was. Like, to
I agree.
me, Ricochet did incredible stuff.
Absolutely.
Andrade did incredible stuff. Ali did incredible stuff. Like, to me, like, my best friend said it best. He was like, I need this formula for Money in the Bank at all times. I need three... the way he quoted it, he said, I need 3 giants, 3 midgets, and Randy Orton.
Fair.
No, I think that's a great way to put it.
Like, he just, like, there was the 3 bump dudes.
Yep.
There was Corbin. There was McIntyre. Who was the 7th? Orton,
Ricochet, Finn Balor.
Finn.
Because Ali,
Finn
Andrade,
was a
and Ricochet are your bumpers.
Yeah. And, okay, so there's 4 midgets, some big dudes,
and Orton.
And Orton.
Well, so Williams says he was referring to guys like Ricochet and Ali being pushed lately, then getting squashed by Brock, but they didn't get squashed by Brock. They
killed each other. Brock just
right. Ali
was about to grab the briefcase, and then if you want to blame anyone for Brock Lesnar winning Money in the Bank,
blame Ali.
Braun Strowman.
Hold on, here we go. I got it.
And you hear the music, and you poop your Pampers.
Well, yeah, you do. It's fucking Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, well,
if you want to blame anybody, blame Braun Strowman for knocking out Sami Zayn.
Well,
that's whose blood is on it.
But it wasn't him.
You don't think it was him?
No.
Brock did it himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Brock did it.
Brock
did it to
Fair.
point blame to Braun, who had the gripe to go after Sammy. That's why Braun was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And there's immediate tension because guess who still doesn't like each other? Braun Strowman and Beastie Boy.
Oh my God.
Right, there's history there. So if and when Brock cashes in, probably wins, you know, guess who comes and saves the day? Braun Strowman.
That Brawny Strowman's though.
Have you chilled on Braun Strowman?
No, I mean, WWE is chilled on Brawny Strowman.
Yes. Sure. Which I
have a question for Tim.
Sure, let's go for it.
Tim,
go for it.
We were talking about Damian Sandow earlier.
Yep.
Can you name a more deserving person that never held a main 4 title than Damian Sandow?
Main 4 title meaning WWE, like WWE, WCW, ECW. Like, what do you mean? Big 4.
Like, the Universal, WWE, Intercontinental, USA.
Ooh.
Didn't Sandow have an Intercontinental run?
No.
I don't think he held any
shit.
He held a tag title as part of Ms. Dow.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oof. Golly.
I mean, this extends to Ryan and Jim, if you guys can think of any, but
it's tough because you have to think.
Tim's kind of my historian here, so I went to him with that.
I mean, I feel like if you really dig back, like Jake Roberts, maybe.
But that was back when title reigns were so long, and
I feel like, and I don't know. I don't know
many
that
titles to win.
No. I agree, but I don't know that Jake Roberts is ever a WWF champion. But I think he could have been an Intercontinental champion.
He
didn't need it. He certainly didn't need it.
He could have been WWE champion.
Sandow won 2 Slammies, so I don't know if this conversation's even valid.
All right, fair enough.
But I'm curious. Let me dig.
That's a great question, Matt.
I feel like that's like question of the week next week material. I feel like that's one that the audience could have some fun with as well. And if you're still following along with us in the live video, make sure you give it a like, make sure you give it a share, get some people in here.
But kudos to you, Jim, for the Jake Roberts, like right off the bat.
Yeah,
like that's a solid one to pull out, even though he was kind of like through different territories as he was up and coming. But yeah, I mean that's a solid one.
And I feel like DiBiase. Well, I mean I know because he had a tag title run, but I feel like DiBiase could have been one because he never won the WWE title. He bought it once, but you can't buy titles like that. So he would be another one that kind of sticks out in my mind, at least going like way back.
Yeah, that's really tough. Like to think of people. I mean, there are plenty of people I think that are on this list. Even like a Titus O'Neil, I think could work his way close to this.
Titus O'Neil is the first ever 24/7 champion, Ryan. So you sit there in your wrongness and be wrong, okay?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That argument is nullified, Ryan.
Yeah. Maybe a week ago, you could have said Titus O'Neil.
Could have said it then.
But now, I am sorry, sir, but the prestige...
Do you remember, I mean, I think we all own, like, the Primetime Players t-shirt. Remember when, like, they came back with that diamond shirt?
Oh, my God.
We were all so jazzed
it was
for the Primetime
so
Players.
Good. The freaking...
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
With the thing. With the yeah.
Like, we
all bought that shirt like full price. Like,
I did.
Not even
BOGO.
like, I'm waiting for like free shipping. Like I'm buying it and I'm paying the $7 shipping.
Oh, that's right. They used to do free shippings on the WWE shop. I forgot about that.
That was on the Raw pre-shows. You could just sit and watch for the code.
Yeah, I would usually be
like season 2 of 3 Count Thursday. That was another thing.
Like I would be doing laundry and on a Monday night, but I would have the iPad there just to get the pre-show code.
And it only took one person to get it and just tweet it out for us all. Like, that's all it really took.
But
I'm gonna throw this out there. Curtis Axel is like disqualified because he had an IC title.
Yeah,
right.
That's
the crazy thing. Like there are so many
in my head, like,
people kind of undeserving that Sandow probably should have had at least a shot at one.
It's like I think about guys, like there's plenty that stick out in my mind that never were WWE champion, like Roddy Piper, Mr. Perfect, British Bulldog. Like those 3 Owen Hart quickly come to my mind. Guys that should have been probably WWE champion but never were, but they had intercontinental runs and European title runs. Like
I can't think of one in the modern era where title reigns. Like Sandow is a very great answer because there was 3 titles to win. Like he could have won the U.S. or the Intercontinental or the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title. So there's 4 options for him.
Right, there is 4 that he could have.
He had 4 options. So anyone past the dual brand, dual titles, it's tough to say because like you can say Vader.
Yeah.
Vader was never Intercontinental Champion, was never WWE Champion, but he was WCW champion.
Sure.
That lineage carries over. Like Rick Rude he was Intercontinental champion, never WWE champion, but he was NWA International champion, which is the big gold belt. So there's
I think like to the question, even to the Vader point, it's like once they got under the WWE umbrella, but for guys and not Rick Rude, but for guys like Vader, they didn't get into the WWE until later in their career. Not that they were totally twilighting at that point, but the days of Vader being a world champion, I think were gone by the time he got to WWE. I mean,
Lex Luger never held a singles title in WWE.
Yeah, that one and the way he came in.
Not just that, but like we talked about Sandow winning his only belt as part of Mizdow. Like to think that the Rhodes Scholars did not hold tag team gold is just crazy to me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Lex is another one that is surprising as hell too, man. Because like the summer of Lex, the fact that the summer of Lex didn't pay off,
right?
Like, is there any? He body slammed Yokozuna on the deck of the USS Intrepid on July 4th. How do you not win? It's the easiest victory to book.
Everybody won because of this song.
Absolutely. And the Lex Express. But, like, how do you not pay that off? Like, narcissist Lex Luger? Sure.
Narcissus.
Like, by the way, I recently watched WrestleMania 9, and I think it was around for Final Wrestling Place. I forgot how not good WrestleMania 9 was.
Boy, let me tell you.
I forgot how bad that WrestleMania was.
Sometimes you order a steak, and it's just all gristle.
Yeah.
And that WrestleMania 9 is
all gristle.
It's a lot of gristle.
The narcissist, though, I mean, it was a great heel.
Great heel.
He had the plate and everything.
Absolutely.
He cheated all the time.
WrestleMania 9 is the slice of pizza with the crust bubble in the middle of the slice. That's exactly what it is. Because you're like, damn it, you're like, hey, dude, is there any slices of pizza left? Yeah, go grab one. And you open the box, and it's like all bubble.
It's the bubble slice.
You're like, son of a bitch, there's no even cheese on this thing. It literally evaporated because of the bubble. So 24/7 title.
The WBC title, the Waffle House sign title.
I just got chills thinking about how ugly it is.
It's not ugly.
Yes, it is.
It's the worst.
It's plain.
It's
not ugly.
It's ugly.
It's plain.
It looks like somebody tacked a gold record to a strap.
It's plain.
It's awful.
It's a title fitting of being swapped around every 67 seconds.
That's fair. Have we had a new champion since R-Truth, or is R-Truth still
R-Truth,
European
I believe,
champion?
is still the European champion.
According to the WWE.com, R-Truth is your reigning, defending, undisputed European champion.
Got it.
Again, the title, ugly or plain, depending how you want to view it.
It's better than that NWA hubcap title.
Oh, the
North American.
See, I love that. I really do.
You like that.
I do enjoy that.
You mean the one cut out of the United States?
Yeah.
Okay, ISIS.
Do I gotta play Lex's song again?
Apparently he didn't get the message.
I love America. I don't think that the United States by itself on a leather strap.
Well, here's the thing, because you have that title, and then you have the NXT North American title. If the WWE makes the NWA title, I think it's bad. But the NWA with that lineage, I'm fine with it, and hearkening back to the history of the company, that's why I'm fine with it. But I like the NXT one more.
Correct.
The segment with Mick Foley went over like a fart in church, but I think you're looking at a guy who
has been beat in the head one too many times.
Right. It's
not his place.
Live talking segments are not Mick Foley's playground anymore.
Well, there was no one else around that could have done the 24/7 rules.
I know.
Because Crash Holly's gone, and Bob Holly's doing something, and Raven's not with the company, and
I know. I just...
You know what I hate about it most? The two blank side plates on the side.
Right.
Like, it looks like they're going to etch people's names onto them, maybe. It's so bad.
Or, like, put P-Touch labels on it. Like, something.
And if they do, perfect.
Sure.
But here's another thing that I like about it being such a plain title. That once it starts to look crappy,
it doesn't matter.
It's going to be great because then people are going to be like, yo, the hardcore title was so great because half the plates were falling off.
Well, that's the thing.
And it was held together by tape.
We also need to remember that, like, if Twitter was around when the hardcore title was unveiled, that would have been crapped on too. Like, it wasn't until you got into the Crash Holly stuff and the 24/7 stuff that I think people have that kind of soft spot for the hardcore title.
How many people were?
This literally is the same thing. Like, a match could happen here in the 3 Count Thursday studios.
It certainly could.
And anything here could be used as a weapon. Because you just have to bring a referee.
Right.
You knock somebody in the head, referee counts. So it literally is the same thing, just not called that.
Correct. Because, I think TVPG, I don't think you can call something the hardcore.
But I feel like everybody bought into the nostalgia. Like, it's Mick Foley. It's going to be hardcore. the third hour, because he even talked that up about the third hour being a little bit more edgy. Like, he's like, oh, it's going to happen. We're going to see TV 14 in the third hour.
Right, the Warzone's back.
Right. And like it just fell a little short of that.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's different.
Well,
like it's darker. Like the screen is a black
right,
logo, right?
Black. All the LEDs are black with just the red Raw logo. You don't have the red lighting in the crowd. The posts are not lit up in the third hour. Like it looks like NXT.
So like, let's let this breathe and see what's
sure.
Maybe USA is giving an inch, but they're willing to give a foot. But we have to earn it inch by inch. Let's take it inch by inch.
Let's just wait until next week when they completely forget to turn the lights out again. And it was just a one-time deal.
That could
because
happen.
the way that it was read to me by not Brock Lesnar, I have him on the brain, by Mick Foley, is this third hour is dedicated to the 24/7 title. Now, every hour of Raw is dedicated to the 24/7 title.
That's fair.
Because it's 24/7.
That's okay. Oh shit!
I
was kind of hoping for that third out. Tim's just destroying
I'm sorry,
things.
I can't get comfy. My butt is getting numb because
Tell me about that.
I got a numb butt.
Oh my.
I suffer from a rare disease called no ass at all. It's just very flat back there.
No ass
and
at all.
And I'm sitting right on a spinal. I'm spinal.
My back is broken. Timmy.
Jesus.
Excuse me.
Like
So like I'm okay with it. Like I like the concept of it.
The
I'm
concept's
willing to
great. The
give it a shot.
potential is huge. Like with the network, with social media. I mean, like Drake Maverick standing outside a hotel. Like I'm looking for R-Truth.
Great.
Freaking love it.
Right.
Like I'm waiting for the moment, and like I hope they do it at least like once or twice or a few times. It is like if you're watching whatever is broadcasting live
Sure.
on the network right now, that they break in with, you know.
And they can easily push tweets and push messages breaking. This happening soon to the network
because
now.
I
don't think many people just sit and watch the live.
No. But there's been a few times where that has happened, where they've had to break into coverage,
Right.
you know, push notifications out there, make people tune into the network. Like we have it. Most people have it on their mobile devices.
Yes.
Make us open it up at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon.
We host a wrestling podcast, but I'm sure all three of us have the network on our phones. Correct?
Yes,
like it is easy.
I have it on my phone and my iPad, and I have it easily accessible in a web browser.
Right,
like
literally anybody. Right, it's that simple.
I do not have it on my phone.
Jim, don't hang up, Jim.
I do have it on the iPad and the Fire Stick. Does that count?
That counts. That'll.
all right. I'll move.
All right. Well,
I'll move the cursor off the hang up button. I'll move the cursor off the hang up button this time. Overall, I enjoyed Raw on Monday. I thought the matches were really good.
The wild card rule is a bit confusing to me because I feel like here's the deal. I forget who the fuck is on Raw anymore.
Right, and I think that
why is the belt green?
Green means go.
It's 24/7. It's constantly going.
It's
That's all I
always
can
go
think of.
time. So green means go. It's always go time. And
I thought it was going to be the Saudi Arabia belt again.
That's what I thought because like when Foley gets out of the car, like the velvet bag starts to trickle down, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just
a
that fucking
quarter of
Saudi.
the belt was exposed the entire time Foley was talking.
Well, it's true too. But like I saw in the back, I'm like, it's that fucking Saudi title, and they're gonna try and push it as brand new.
Right.
I'm like, this is not gonna go. This is not gonna work, people.
Like that is just a championship for the winner of the greatest
Royal Rumble,
whatever
yeah.
it's called, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they're just running out of colors now too. Like,
sure.
You know, the North American title is on like the brownish red strap. The
That's a nice
cruiserweight title's purple. You know, the Raw tag is like a dark red. Universal's bright red.
Right.
You know, SmackDown tags are blue. Women's belts are white. Like, I think they're just running out of colors. Like,
Right.
You know, and I mean, I would probably think they're going to reserve like a yellow strap for some NXT title at some point.
Probably.
Like, you know, it was a little overkill with the color, but sure.
It is
fine.
what it is. It serves its purpose.
Because sometimes I see red and blue does make green.
Ooh. That's a decent point.
Thanks, ISIS.
Jeez. Here's my only.
Thank
who
you,
wouldn't approve?
Ryan, for that.
Oh.
Here's my only thing with the wild card rule.
And I'm watching Super Showdown.
I bet you would.
On my couch. In the front row. I'm going to Jet.
I'm going to Cheddar.
Cheddar's?
Cheddar's Scratch House.
Cheddar's is so good.
Is it? I've never actually eaten at Cheddar's. Here's my only gripe with like the wild card rule. I don't hate the wild card rule necessarily, but I think there should be a limit on how many times consecutively a superstar can cross over.
That's fair.
Like, if you want Roman Reigns on Raw, just keep him on Raw.
But then he can't be on SmackDown. See, as long as Roman Reigns exists on planet Earth,
he's one of the four.
Superstar, the wild card rule.
Roman Reigns rule.
My problem with problem with the wild card rule is that there are people that are showing up that are on, for example, Lars Sullivan, a SmackDown superstar, showed up on Monday Night Raw live, and he beat up the Lucha Booties. Okay?
Correct.
Guess where he was not the next day? Not featured on his own damn show.
That's a problem.
He had a promo, a video package.
So who was the SmackDown folks this time? Go! Kofi, Sullivan, Roman Reigns. Was there another one?
Did Elias show up in a beatdown somewhere? Shane McMahon is still technically SmackDown.
Right. Does he count?
I don't even know who's on the brands
I don't know.
It sounds so stupid, but I don't.
Let me look at the damn results.
And SmackDown is not getting near the reciprocation that Raw is getting.
It's in their third hour.
We're not seeing Seth Rollins go to SmackDown, or like some of the A players on Raw meander over to SmackDown.
That's true as well.
Like, we're just not seeing that. Like, it's clear, in my opinion, like this is to help Raw ratings, and SmackDown gets a benefit too.
Sure, and I mean, like, but I think it's probably also because
I get 2 hours, 3 hours too.
Right, and I think it's partially because like the people that are crossing over, the heavy hitters, are already on SmackDown, so you don't necessarily need, for 1 hour less of programming, a heavy hitter to be on SmackDown Live. But I get it. Like, yeah, why are you not?
So, like, this Monday, R-Truth will have to be one of the 4 wild cards, correct? Or he doesn't count because he's the 24th. How does this work?
So, R-Truth, Sami Zayn. No, Sami Zayn's on Raw. Never mind. So, the Usos.
Okay.
Those are Raw. That's a Raw tag team.
They are Raw now. Okay, so
we can't even freaking remember.
Right,
Iconics,
it's crazy.
the 2 Conics,
but they can float, right?
Can.
Okay, so they're not part of
right. They're not. Yeah, they're not part of it because
rules fucking exist around this.
Becky Lynch.
Oh, Becky Lynch.
Because
she was no longer SmackDown champion at that time.
R-Truth, Kofi Johnson, Kingston. And I'm looking to see if anybody else showed up.
Roman Reigns, right?
Was Roman Reigns there?
Was he on Raw?
Lars Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan. There's 4. Maybe Reigns wasn't on Raw this week.
No, he was.
No, Roman Reigns was there. He did a Elias. Elias was there.
That's 6.
No, wait, was he there?
None of it makes sense.
No, Elias wasn't there.
Elias wasn't there this week.
No.
We're spending way too much time thinking about who
trying to make sense of a nonsensical situation.
Right. Because, like, again, it truly, like, does not matter. People can, they're just going to keep.
What did y'all think? What y'all think of Alexa Bliss's coffee?
She enjoys coffee.
She enjoys coffee. I enjoy coffee. But I was shocked that she was put into a match, and then when she's like, "I'm taking my coffee," I'm like, "Okay."
Match.
Still hurt, obviously.
So she's not wrestling in this,
right? Yeah, she's just gonna keep drinking her coffee, and you know what? Like, if at least they're keeping her out in with the product, like, while she's dealing with the injury. Hopefully she can soon begin to be on the mend from said injury. But yeah, overall I enjoyed Raw. SmackDown, I think obviously the biggest news piece out of there, Ziggler back. He's in the title match at Super Showdown because Kevin Owens is not going to Super Showdown. Is that why?
That is confirmed.
Okay, so...
But regardless, if you didn't watch SmackDown, specifically, if you didn't watch the I have Brock Lesnar on the brain. Mm-hmm. If you didn't watch
Come to the dark side.
The Dolph Ziggler segment, do yourself a favor and watch the best thing Dolph Ziggler has ever done on WWE television.
Preach.
Wow.
I will have to go back and watch that because I
the
did
best promo that I have seen cut in a long time.
Such a believable promo.
Okay, I'll check that out.
The motherfucker was almost breaking down. Home run.
And here's the thing: like I've said for a long time, when at least to me, when Ziggler is locked in, he is truly one of the best that's in that company right now.
I need Ziggler every 6 months. And maybe this proves that you need some sort of off period with a lot of superstars to rotate.
Ziggler and Bray Wyatt
Ziggler
are two.
Came back full force for this promo.
I will say this. This one promo is enough for me to be okay with Ziggler beating Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
In cheddar?
Wow. It would be a transitional title reign. Kofi would get it right back. But this promo was so heckin'
I don't
good.
even know who you are, Tim.
I'm right here.
You're fine with Brock.
It was a really good promo. It really
I'm
was.
still the guy. I'm still the guy that makes that one noise on your board. Same guy.
I just holy cow.
Here's the deal. You know, I'm not a big fan
of Dolph
either.
Correct.
This was solid, and again, it totally.
Why aren't you a big fan of Dolph?
Because I don't know. He just doesn't.
He's got
do it
stringy
for me.
hair.
His hair looks like ramen.
Looks like Paschetti's.
like Paschetti's.
But you like Paschetti's.
Oh, I love Paschetti's.
He's a top 5 seller of all time. Like, you can agree to that, correct?
He oversells a bit, but sure.
Oh yeah,
But,
it's
but
like,
how do you feel about Mr. Perfect or Shawn Michaels?
They oversell, sure.
and The Rock.
He oversells a lot.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, he's so.
What do you mean to tell me that the Stone Cold Stunner can't make you flip 9 times?
I was just going to bring that up. Like, if you can watch The Rock take a Stone Cold Stunner and then look at Dolph and say,
Especially
who took it worse?
Who took a Stone Cold Stunner worst?
Right. Was it Scott Hall?
Scott Hall going to the moon? Yeah.
Right. That was really bad.
Shane McMahon takes some pretty comical
I was
ones.
gonna
Sure.
say, both McMahons are really stiff with their stunner selling.
But Shane's athletic. But like
Vince
you
was
could
like
remove-
in his 400s by the time he took that first
Like for
stunner
that
at
Scott
MSG.
Hall one, you could remove Stone Cold, and it just looks like Scott just jumps and then just bumps really hard. Right.
he's Tigger.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's a ridiculous.
Right, it's cartoonish.
It is. Like The Rock at least sold it to his knees and then did all of his acrobatic shit.
Right.
Could you imagine if Ricochet would take one now? What he would do?
Holy snot.
He'd be in the next town.
He really would
Climb
be.
a ladder.
Moonsaulting over the fucking ropes.
630ing off the ground.
All right, but I will
Really good promo.
I will go back and watch
run
that
it back.
'cause I did not watch
You know what you'd also go back and watch? That opening fucking contest of NXT UK.
I should probably do that.
That takeover.
I'm going to do
from
that
January.
this weekend or like in the next few months.
I got stuff to do this week. I'm booked this weekend.
The Firefly Funhouse this week was very short, and it was the hot word on the street was that Bray was actually supposed to be at Raw on Monday, but because of the birth of his child and the complications around such, they had to throw this week's Firefly Funhouse together very quickly.
It felt like a throwaway,
and it was. I thought it was,
but it was exactly
it was
what
still
it needed.
creepy as hell.
It's creepy.
Like I mean, it was like a minute long, and it was perfect. Like
Not cartoon. You got a crowd reaction, which I hate. I don't like that shot.
No, I don't like that shot either. But like again, the dead faced kids with like just, kids are creepy. Kids are creepy.
I hate them.
I'm okay. Now we're gonna give back to Good old-fashioned Tim.
Oh, no. Here we go.
He gonna have to hurry up and do something different other than playing peekaboo behind some gloves and showing some creepy kids. I need to see some substance with all this style.
You disrespectful, stupid idiot.
This is exactly
Look,
what Bray Wyatt...
You're disagreeing with Jim. He's thinking it's Twitter. This is what Jim does. Just let it go. Hold on.
This is the most Bray Wyatt thing he ever does. He gets over really great with his out-of-the-ring stuff, and then he gets in the ring, and unless he's fighting the Shield, he ain't doing nothing for me, partner.
I'm not denying the fact that
he got to do something.
He whatever.
He's 31 years old. He don't need to be taking 9 months off of TV to get fresh.
I think he was hurt though too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he was like fat hurt. So like,
sure, I'm fat hurt too.
Well, yeah, but
I can't call out of my job for 9 months because I'm fat hurt.
Yeah, you're also not an athlete.
Tim, you just said your ass hurts from sitting. You're hurting yourself sitting.
But that's because I ain't got no ass.
Okay, I'm just saying where we're at.
Now you gonna make me do squats.
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah, Shay. Hey, it's 2019. Fat shaming's not nice.
Right, it's not nice.
I didn't say it was nice.
There's one person I think about with that
I
fucking
just want a
sound
donk.
clip, and it sucks.
Can somebody just give me a donk? Somebody just fax me a donk. I can put it on my body.
Fax a donk.
No,
because it's gonna come out.
When he competes, his first he needs to win. If he does not win, all of this is for nothing.
If he comes back,
who does he wrestle?
If he wrestles anyone other than a champion, it's for nothing.
So
if
like
he
when
comes
he
out
trots and he wrestles fucking Rhino,
Apollo Crews
on Monday.
Okay, yeah, like it has to. It doesn't necessarily have to be a champion. It has to be somebody of importance.
Big dog.
Right. If it's a Roman Reigns, like you come out, you have that feud, you win.
You got to win the feud. You can't just get over on television and then when the pay-per-view
because
comes,
if
Superman punch, spear, ooh-ah. Like, no.
Right. It's you need to win, or it's all of this was for nothing.
If he doesn't win, he might as well be doing PBS shows.
Right. And you know, so I will agree with you on that. But otherwise, I'm still enjoying it, and I think because I thought either Sunday at Money in the Bank or Monday would have been the perfect time for him to debut. Obviously, there's extenuating circumstances there, so I think he will very likely debut this.
I see him being very successful with his debut, as I feel like he went double or nothing with this character.
Oh, I see what you did there. So yeah, there's like non-WWE things that are of
that
importance.
I'm so excited about. Can we talk about AEW, please?
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to get to.
All right.
We spent 45 minutes trying to figure out which SmackDown guy was on Raw this week.
Well, you know I get sidetracked easily.
Well, I know, and I kept trying to get us back, and you just wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah, my fault.
I just want to write this down that today, May 23rd, Jim is excited to talk about a non-WWE item.
Chris Jericho's on the card.
Fair.
Chris Jericho's in the main event, okay?
He is in the main event.
So
that's a good point.
Give respect where respect is due.
So we're going to go over the card, right? Give our predictions?
Yes, we're going to go down the card.
I have all of the news information you need for AEW.
Okay.
I just need you to pronounce the names on match 8 for me.
Good luck.
All right, let's start with Adam Page versus Pac.
Yep.
Has already happened. It's already aired.
Mm-hmm.
It was a DQ finish. Apparently, Pac's not great to work with.
Depending on what you believe, there are multiple stories running around. There's the story of creative differences. There's also a story of Dragon Gate doesn't want him losing while he's the Open the Freedom Gate champion.
Okay.
And they don't want him losing while he's champion, and they're going to have him as champion for a really long time. And there's also a story that he got visa issues and he can't come to the U.S.
Oh. Okay, that would be a valid reason as well.
So there's 3 different options here. I'm inclined to believe one of them.
Where is he? Is he from the UK?
He's from England.
I just assumed he had citizenship.
He probably got a good visa from WWE, and since he's no longer with the WWE,
it's a lot harder to do.
It's very hard to do something.
I know, there are Canadians that show Speedball Mike Bailey has visa issues,
who was banned from the U.S. for 7 years,
right, for something stupid
for coming to America to wrestle
for wrestling show. It's serious.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a serious thing that people don't think about.
There's guys
when you live outside
that tour with the company that I work for that are from other countries and sometimes have issues because of the amount of time they're out of the U.S. or the amount of time that they're touring within the U.S. and they have to leave and come back.
There's also why
do you think acts like Elton John tour in the U.S. and then tour around the world? Because they have to keep a visa, but they also can't spend too much time here.
Right, and you also can't jet set to and from all the time. If you're consistently crossing the border, then they're like, "Why are you over here so much?"
Right. Yeah,
you'll bring in the bombs. We don't need that.
Jesus.
But yeah, so they did the angle, or they did an angle over in the UK where Pac and Hangman Page had a match.
So what do you believe? You believe it's travel issues or Pac's a douche?
It's got to be visa issues.
Okay.
I don't think Pac's hard to work with. In order of what I believe, visa issues, Dragon Gate doesn't want him to lose.
Sure.
Pac is unhappy with creative.
But I also feel like Dragon Gate would not be upset about a champion represented.
Unhappy with creative meaning what?
But what now?
Unhappy with creative meaning what?
Losing to Hangman Page.
So that's kind of douchey.
But that is the least likely scenario for me.
But I'll call a spade a spade. That's being a douche.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
But because no matter what anyone will tell you with AEW, Hangman Page is their ace. It's not Cody, it's not the Bucks, it's not Kenny Omega. Why is it not any of those four? Because those four are the dudes with executive vice president on their name. They can't be the top guy. So it's got to be Hangman Page because he's the only one out of that group that isn't an EVP.
Right.
And that's why he was given the opportunity with Pac.
That's fair. Okay.
The match between him and Pac was supposed to be a number one contenders match for the AEW title. And instead, now that doesn't happen.
So is Page going to have a match on this card?
Hangman Page. So on the latest episode of Being the Elite, yes, I watch all this crap. Whatever the Nightmare Family YouTube page, the All Elite Wrestling YouTube page, or the Being the Elite YouTube page puts up, I eat it up like.
Oh, he is chubbing right now.
So he had there was a segment on Being the Elite. His knee is taped up. He will not be appearing at Double or Nothing.
Okay.
He will be at StarCast, but he cannot wrestle.
Okay.
So he is out.
Okay, he is out. All right, so let's
now, is there kayfabe with that?
So
because you say that, and me as a wrestling fan go, Page is absolutely going to be a Double or Nothing.
So right, I almost expect Page versus CM Punk.
The angle in the UK, Pac busted up Hangman's knee
in an angle
in the match. So in the match,
in an angle,
they did an angle where he hurt his knee, and Pac said, "I was going to Double or Nothing, not to wrestle you, but to hurt you. I've already hurt you. Here, I have no reason to go to Double or Nothing. Goodbye."
Okay.
And he leaves, and Hangman is left with boo-boo knee and cannot compete.
So that seems to me like Hangman Page wants to come out and still have a moment. Like I as a wrestling fan,
I don't think they're gonna run a match with him if he's in anything.
That's two all elite style shows that Hangman Page has not had a match in.
What's the other one?
The other. Okay, All In.
He wrestled Joey Janela.
He wrestled Joey Ryan.
No, he wrestled Joey Janela, and Joey Ryan came out after the match.
Oh, that was after the match.
Yes.
With the Dick Druids.
He wrestled Joey Janela.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with him on stuff like this.
Okay, my apologies. You're absolutely right.
He is full throttle.
That's my fault. I thought Joey Ryan.
No,
I knew that wasn't a match.
His angle with Joey Ryan.
With Joey was dead. He came back.
Yes.
Dick Druids came back. carried him out
Yes.
after the match with Janela.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Was a solid match.
Okay.
It all comes back
Because
to
it
me
was
now.
it was the hardcore no falls count anywhere. They were doing shit off the Cracker Barrel.
Okay, can we get to this card?
Sure.
Okay,
My
let's
apologies.
get to this card.
Too much non-WWE chat.
No.
You're angering Jim.
No. I just want to get to this card because there's other things that I was chastised 2 weeks ago for not getting to, and then there's also the question of the week. So
That's fair.
There are things we want to get to, and we have 35 minutes.
Plenty of time.
That's fair.
So let's get to the card. So Ryan, do you think this is a kayfabe situation? If it is,
yeah, Adam Page will be there. I don't know if he's going to wrestle now, apparently, but he'll be there.
okay. If he wrestles, who will he wrestle?
I don't know. Joey Ryan.
Okay,
He'll be in the Battle Royal.
okay. I say he wrestles CM Punk because why not? All right, let's go to.
I say he wrestles CM Serini.
Is there a shitty table sitting around, or
There's going to be a table spot somewhere.
all right? You got the best friends versus Angelico and Jack Evans. Who you got?
Oh, Chucky T and Trent.
Angelico and Jack Evans.
Matt.
Evans and Yelko.
All right, Mark and I have the best friends. All right, Tim,
They
I'm
hold hands
gonna
together.
have you give an attempt to read these names on match number 8, and then I will embarrass myself when I read off my prediction.
So Joshi Team 1 versus Joshi Team 2. Who do you got?
I got Mark and I have team 1.
I
Of
have
Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazaki, and Emi Sakura.
Yes, I can't wait to hear Jim Ross call this match. By the way,
well, I have the other team.
Of Hikaru Shida, Hiro Abe,
right?
and Ryo Mizunami.
isn't that the
Don't say
the
it.
batting glove company?
What?
No, Mizuno. Never mind. My
Mizuno, yeah. Close. Whatever team Aja Kong is on, that's the
bad.
one
All
I'm
right,
taking.
Matt, who do you got?
Team 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we got on the pre-show Kip Sabian versus Sammy Guevara. Am I
Sammy
saying that
Guevara,
right?
yep.
Dude, I'm
Guevara,
doing
Jim,
my
up
best.
5.
Look at that.
Up
See?
5.
Up 5. Right. We can
Up
say
high.
we can
Up high. High five.
We can say Guevara, but we can't fucking
You'd
high
say
five.
high five.
Up 5.
Mark and I both have Sabian picking up the win
Slap
here.
hands. Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara. Matt.
Yeah, Sammy Guevara.
Hey.
All right. Also on the pre-show, we have the 21-man Casino Battle Royal. The winner will receive a shot for the AEW World Championship against the winner of the main event. I'm not going to read off all the names in this. There are 4 who are unannounced. I will say Mark's prediction to win the Battle Royal is MJF. Mine is Brian Pillman Jr.
Ooh. Yeah, I also circled MJF.
Joey Janela.
Solid.
I want to say MJF, but I have to go with Janela.
Now.
First of all, Dustin Thomas, motherfucker, ain't got legs.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
no.
going to throw
no
that
legs.
out there. No legs.
He was a stand.
I'm not kidding.
Yes.
He was
No
a
legs.
he was a standout during WrestleMania
Fuck you,
weekend.
a standout? Why you got to do like that? I don't got legs.
He stood out of the crowd with no legs.
Can't stand.
But there's 4 options, and if he's in it, this is obviously going to go to Mox.
Yeah. He's 21. He's 20 because the other entrants are groups of 5.
Yeah,
And then there's one. It's
the Joker.
Yeah, it's Moxley.
You think we will see
I don't
Moxley
think there's-
here?
See, I think it's either going to be Mox or it's going to be Hangman Page that's the Joker.
Yeah, it's Moxley. Like I think you have to have. I shouldn't say have to have, but
because here's the other thing too. Mox, if he doesn't come in the Battle Royal, because here's the thing too, and I'm even inclined to not make it Moxley, and here's why. You're not going to debut Mox on the buy-in. You're not going to give away Mox for free. You're going to make people pay $50 to see
all right.
Mox.
Yeah.
I don't think you see Mox at all here.
I think if you do, you see him in the main event.
I
No,
think
you
I think
absolutely
you.
get Mox
I think
here.
You see him cost Kenny Omega. Spoiler alert.
why Devin has MGF winning this? Why would you make that video the only tweet that Moxley's ever tweeted if you're not going to.
I just think you see him do some indies before you see him settle down with an All Elite. I don't think Jon Moxley needs the money. I think Moxley loves professional wrestling.
You can work indies when you're All Elite.
I think he wants to do what he wants to do, and I don't know if All Elite. I don't know what that contract looks like.
It could be a one-off deal
with All Elite.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, then yes.
It could be a show-to-show deal.
Like, I would not be shocked to see Moxley do some smaller indie-style shows like a CZW or like a, I don't even want to call it like GCW small anymore,
but I think
they're
will,
not.
But they will.
Yeah, they can.
Like, because there's
especially
they're not going to be doing traveling
for the
house
summer.
shows.
Especially
fair.
like I mean they're going to have their TV show. They're not doing house shows, and I think guys can work. I mean Janela's still doing Janela's spring break.
That's fair. Okay,
next year.
All right.
Like
that's fair.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way this show goes off without Moxley. I really don't. I think, and I'm not saying that to be like, oh, that's predictable. I just think that's what's happening, and I think it'll be an awesome.
So is
moment.
Moxley that big of a person, big enough to put in that main event? Like that is your
yes
swerve.
Yes.
Okay. Is that the biggest person you could put there? And I'm asking about CM Punk.
To me, CM Punk
TV. First night of TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or there's like a promo video for him.
Okay.
See,
that makes sense, TV, because I don't think you want to trot Punk out and then do nothing with him for months.
Right. I think it's your first night of TV. I think that's one of your first moments on All Elite TV because, like, here's the thing: social media is going to do its work, and within because
All Elite's dropping in October. When does SmackDown switch?
October.
Oh, so it is.
Yeah,
Will there be any overlap?
I don't think so.
No,
that's a shame because if there was 1 week of overlap, like their opening night to run against SmackDown, I feel like they would beat SmackDown
100%.
Well,
if dropping their first.
If Punk would show up on the first night, they would murder the WWE.
Not even. I think just like running alone, people were to be interested enough to flip over.
Sure.
And again, we're talking ratings. I get it's not what it was in the 90s or anything like that.
But
the attitude.
I think
Punk would absolutely solidify them.
All you have to do is open your first show with Punk sitting Indian style on your stage or in your ring with a microphone, and let him sit there and not say anything for about a minute or so. Let social media do its work, and your numbers are going to be huge.
Instant holy shit chance.
Yeah, it's going to probably take 5 minutes or so to clear those for him to even get a word out. Otherwise,
much like the "It's My Yard Now" promo.
Yeah,
from Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I think that's your way to start TV.
And who says it's hard to write wrestling TV?
All right, you got the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros for the AAA World Tag Team Championship. Mark and I have the Young Bucks retaining.
I have the Lucha Bros picking up a win. I don't think the Bucks do it. So the Lucha Brothers.
I got the Lucha Bros.
I also have the Lucha Bros.
Not to be confused with the Lucha Booty, correct?
Not the Lucha Booties. No,
that's different.
Good.
Different tag team.
All right, I got we got the singles match: Cody versus Dustin Rhodes. Intern Mark has Cody. I have Dustin. Because I think it's a lot of times the last match you go out on your back, but this is different. Like this, this isn't a put over a young guy sort of a thing. I think this is two brothers, and I think Cody's going to give Dustin his moment to shine because there is a lot of buzz already that this is his last match.
I think brothers are going to fight, and I think Cody's going to win.
Okay.
As Dustin's nod to Cody. Like, I'm done. I don't need to,
tip
of the hat.
I don't
hug his brother. Little moment. They're crying. It's going to be so emotional. Tim's going to be jerking off. It's going to be crazy. Everybody's going to have different emotions.
This could go either way, and both of them are 100% perfect.
Except my way's better. Tim?
I have Dustin.
But you.
Likewise.
Matt, you have Dustin as well. All right. Let's go
Wait, so I'm the only one that has Cody?
Intermarkets.
Oh, and Mark. Okay.
Mark Cody.
Okay.
Three-way match: Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose versus Kylie Ray. Intern Mark has Kylie Ray. I have Nyla Rose.
I also have Smiley Kylie, and I just don't know if people. I don't know, like the knowledge of these three wrestlers that the common wrestling fan has. And I feel like Kylie could really benefit here, being a star and going over here with the whole Smiley Kylie thing.
Sure.
I feel like she could benefit most. Nyla Rose, people are going to be like, wow, she's like the beast, and she's like the big, indestructible one.
Sure.
And I think Britt Baker just has a more recognizable name.
Yeah. I think she's...
So I think
she's the carryover from All In.
Correct. So that is my reasoning behind Kylie Ray.
I think Nyla has more to lose in a loss.
That is also fair. I get that.
Tim, who's your pick?
I got Kylie Ray.
All right. Matt?
Yeah, Kylie Ray just seems like the more obvious choice.
I think we've called a match for all of them.
I believe. Devin has Dustin winning and has Nyla winning.
Hi, Devin.
Let's go to the 6-man tag. You have SoCal Uncensored versus the Strong Hearts. Mark and I both have SCU picking up the win.
Yeah, SCU makes sense here.
I'm going Strong Hearts.
Ooh.
No, I think it's going to be SCU.
Like Tim's like, no.
Yeah.
No, Tim, you're wrong.
All right, and then let's go to the main event.
Sorry, Tim.
It's okay. You're just not going to put over the Chinese talents on U.S. television. Okay.
That's right, I'm not.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I like saucy Matt.
Jesus. Oh,
really?
Main event.
I'm just here for Tim's answer to my question hours ago on the Damian Sandow thing. But next match, yes.
I ain't got one.
You can't do it tonight.
It's
too
tough.
much.
It's tough just because it's like there is no one else besides Sandow.
All right. Devin at SCU.
You were a quitter, Tim.
Heath Slater, fine.
Jesus.
Slater's been around long.
Devin has Jericho winning this main event. His singles match, the winner will face the winner of the Casino Battle Royale for a future AEW World Championship match. Now, do we think that World Championship match happens at the Fight for the Fallen show?
It's either Fight for the Fallen or the first night of TV.
Or is there going to be an All In again or something in Labor Day weekend like last year?
There's talks of All In 2.
But nothing confirmed.
In Chicago.
Okay.
But there's no... Or no, it's not going to be... It's All Out.
All Out.
Yeah.
You know what, Matt? Answer to your question. I'm going to say Hurricane. There's my answer to your question. Right. The Hurricane.
Like, I think I would like to see Labor Day weekend All Out or All In 2 or whatever kind of become their WrestleMania.
Letting it all hang out.
Kind of become their WrestleMania, if you will. I think I would like and keep it in Chicago at least for the first couple of years.
Sure.
Where
is TV taking place? Is that?
I would assume Florida.
So like soundstage. That's not traveling either.
Probably not.
Okay.
What about isn't it like a small arena where they're having the Fight for the Fallen?
It's going to be in the Jacksonville Jaguars training facility.
Oh, okay. Do you see them eventually taking TV on the road?
No. Maybe. I think they're going to try to minimize cost and maximize.
Sure.
Like, Tony Khan's very smart. I mean, you don't make billions by being dumb.
Right. No, sure. Absolutely.
Like, he knows the overhead. Like, he knows the part. He knows the story of WCW where they lost so much money going on house shows.
Well, yeah,
that the first thing they did was they cut them. It's like, yeah.
Right.
Like, it doesn't benefit them.
Well,
like,
and TNA lost money hand over fist doing traveling TV and house shows. So,
Ryan,
right.
I cannot accept your answer because Shane Helms had the European Championship, the Hardcore Championship, and the Tag Team Champion twice.
But that was not one of the big four of the big gold, the WWE, IC, or the United States.
I said the USA champ, but that didn't really exist back in the Shane Helms era.
Okay. I also don't think he was.
I mean, it did.
I also don't think he was
more.
more.
The European Championship at the time was the equivalent of the U.S. title.
Except that the Hurricane came over with the invasion angle, which also brought over the United States Championship. So the timelines match.
I also don't think he was more worthy than Damian Sandow. I just think there's a name that's close.
Close, but I mean, he still held 4 titles.
Hang up on
WWE.
Main event.
Main event.
Jim's got Jericho. What does everybody else have?
Right, exactly. Intern Mark and I have Chris Jericho.
I also have Chris Jericho. I think you have to put the most recognizable name to casual wrestling fans over.
And also, give me Jericho versus Pillman Jr. Like, I think that'd be cool as well for that title. So,
yeah, I got Jericho. If there's the opportunity for Jericho to be the first one to do something, then damn it, Jericho's got to fucking do it.
I mean,
I was the first undisputed champion. I invented Money in the Bank. I invented wrestling. I'm Chris Jericho. Blah, blah, blah. I do Fozzy. My name was Mongoose McQueen.
You just made the list.
Yep, sure did.
Matt, who do you got?
I mean, how can I follow that? But yes, I do have Jericho.
All right, yeah. I think this one.
Be on the lookout for a new finisher from Chris Jericho.
Okay, yeah.
Called the Judas Effect.
Ooh. All right, let's go.
Name.
Let's go to the question of the week. Are there any superstars that have never wrestled each other that you wish would have?
The answer is what's on Facebook, and it's not even close.
Right.
It's Sting and Undertaker.
So is there any besides the obvious that you would go with?
Oh, Taker Goldberg.
Sting, Shawn Michaels.
You can watch that in cheddar. There's a lot of answers.
Right,
up
there's
there.
a lot of
Let
answers.
them
I'm
answer
going to
it.
run through
They're
them.
better than we are.
Kerry Von Erich and Bret Hart in their prime. Daryl says he would have paid front row money to watch Owen Hart and Kurt Angle.
Ooh, I got my answer.
James says Strowman versus Big Show in his prime, so like probably the Giant. So
Big Show with abs isn't prime Big Show? Okay.
You just don't see him
look,
today.
He's not in his prime now. Sorry. He's not doing drop kicks. Like, the Big Show in his prime is when he was called the Giant in WCW.
He might be in the best shape of his life. He's not in the best ring shape.
Right, the Undertaker's probably in the best shape of his career. He is not in his prime.
Jim, just the look of disgust on your face when you said not in his prime, like you're currently in your prime.
Who?
You.
No, my look of disgust was Tim.
Oh, it wasn't the Undertaker not being.
Oh, no. Of course, this guy's not going to be in his prime at 50.
The fucking look on your face.
No, it was Tim waving me off. Jesus Christ, Ryan. There's quite a few. Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle. Daniel Bryan versus Bret Hart. Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Let's see. We got Benoit versus Punk. In their primes, Warrior versus Goldberg. I mean, it would have been spectacle-ish, but there's a lot of Sting and Undertakers. One that I didn't see was Punk versus Austin.
Okay, is that your answer?
Outside of the obvious, I think that one's up there. Styles versus Shawn Michaels. If you could get them, both in their prime, I think would have been pretty fantastic. Frank says Austin Hogan. He always wanted, and he feels like Cena versus Goldberg could have been a lot of fun. So what
was his first one? Austin Hogan.
Yes.
And EC3, right? Is that a three-way match that he was looking for?
See, I was gonna say the only other thing I can think of is a three-way. It is crazy to think that The Rock, Triple H, and Stone Cold Steve Austin never faced off in a triple threat match.
Oh, wow.
That meant anything.
That's bonkers.
Like, I think they had like a couple of one-offs on TV.
Yeah, it's wild.
But never on pay-per-view and never at WrestleMania. It was supposed to be at Survivor Series.
Yes.
But Austin got hit by a car. Insert Big Show.
Devin says Austin Hogan and Bret Hart versus Angle.
Sure.
Brett and Angle would have been another one.
Been a great
would have
one.
been another one for me.
I'm going to think a little smaller, maybe a little more down the card. And I would have loved to see Brian Pillman versus Dean Ambrose.
Ooh.
What were Tim's at this point?
Tim's was Taker and Sting. And then, did you give like a secondary one?
I would have said Kurt Angle and Bret Hart.
Okay.
That'd have been great.
Yeah. I would say. I mean, did we see Shawn Michaels, CM Punk, or did anyone say?
I didn't see any of that. Looking down over the post. Yeah, that would have been.
And then secondary would be Guerrero versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh damn. Yeah, that would have been good.
I think they faced in the Indies maybe once.
Actually, I think you are right.
I know Eddie faced Punk, but I don't know if Eddie faced Daniel Bryan. But I think there might be.
No, I think he did. I think he when I watching the Daniel Bryan career retrospective thingy on the network. I think.
How about this one? The Wild Man Mark Miro versus Johnny B. Bad.
Dude.
How about that?
Wow.
That'd be a fucking barn.
Oh, yeah, wow. All right.
Never saw it.
Yeah, those are some...
Never saw it.
Yeah. All right, let's go to trivia, because you guys gave me shit for not being prepared 2 weeks ago. So, Matt, I'm going to need your help here if I need a ruling on whether or not Ryan or Tim... kind of ring in first. I'm gonna go to you here. So we got 10 questions. Let me find the music. So it's you guys have to say your name to be able to answer the question.
Got it. Tim.
And Ryan, you would say Ryan. All right. So let's start off here. What singer? You ready, Ryan? Tim, stop bumping the goddamn mic.
Sorry.
Can you hit your mute button when you're gonna adjust?
I can't because I did them all the way over here and like my.
He's got short fingers.
I got short nubby arms.
All right. So Ryan, are you ready?
And I say Tim when I want to.
You would say Ryan, and you would not blow up the fucking.
Blow up the microphone.
Yeah. Tim, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Can you turn the music down a little bit? It seems very loud.
I can do that.
It's very aggressive to me. Tim's gonna fucking win. I submit already. Let's do it. You took a lot of time.
I know. I wrote these up and everything.
I'm ready.
What singer's real name is Stephanie Joanne
Ryan? Lady Gaga.
Damn.
I don't like the fact that you can jump in before the question's over, but that's fine.
Why can't you?
Okay, then if that's the case, then game on.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Oh, now I
Okay,
pissed
that's
him
fine.
off
That's
on the
fine.
first. I'm done. I'm fucking totally done.
Who were the members of the Insiders who wrestled together from 2000 to
Ryan.
2001?
No, fuck, that was the wrong. I'm thinking the Outsiders. I quit.
You're not even trying to give it an answer.
No, because it's not Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
Okay.
Fuck.
Can you finish the question?
That's fair.
The Insiders who wrestled together from 2000 to 2001.
Mike Enos and I don't know.
Kevin Nash and DDP.
Oh, I was halfway
Oh,
right.
okay.
You were halfway. Okay. Number 3. Name the biggest island in the world.
Ryan.
Yes.
Australia.
No.
Ooh, Antarctica?
No. Matt, do you know this for good measure?
I doubt. No, I would have said Antarctica as well.
Greenland. All right, number 4. Ryan with a 1-0 lead so far. When was the first dollar coin made? Don't worry, they're not all this hard.
Tim.
Go ahead.
1976.
No.
Ryan.
Okay.
1928.
No. 1794.
We weren't close.
Not even close. Because you got to keep in mind, like, money was in coin form way back. All right. How many sides does a hexagon have?
Tim. 6.
Okay.
Jeez. You know when you like know the answer and then you like
it happened
Jeopardy
to me the other week.
Jeopardy buzzing
yeah,
like
Jeopardy.
I know this. Hit the
All right.
button.
So after 5 questions, we're tied at 1. Number 6. The year is 2000. It's WWE King of the Ring. And I'm the new WWE World Champion. Who am I?
Tim.
Yes.
Fuck.
that your final answer?
No. I am The Rock.
Ding, ding, ding.
Was that the one with the electric chair?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I could picture the fucking logo. That's all I could picture.
The only reason I remember that is because Billy Gunn won that King of the Ring and then a SummerSlam. Yeah.
All right, number 7, Tim with a 2-1 lead. How many days are there in a fortnight?
Tim, 14.
There's your tie-in, son
There
of a
was.
bitch.
There's
There
a
it
tie-in
was.
back
You knew
at
it
the
was
beginning.
coming.
Number 8, what does Bella mean? No smart-ass comments.
Tim.
Yeah.
Girl? Female?
No.
Girlfriend.
Matt.
No. Matt, go ahead.
Beautiful.
Yes. Which makes a lot of sense why they are the Bella twins then. Number 9.
I never knew that, actually.
Number 9, Ryan. You
need this to stay alive.
Well, Tim, if he gets it wrong, you would still have number 10 to tie, and then we're just going to
I
have
have
a tie.
3. He has 1.
Oh, yeah.
He has to.
You gotta,
he
you
has
gotta
to
get
sweep
this. You're right. I forgot you got 3
to get to a tie.
All right, so 3-1 Tim lead. Here's number 9. Ernie Roth managed under 2 names. One was Abdullah Farouk. What was the other?
Ryan.
Yes.
Fuck. Freddie Blassie.
No.
He wasn't the Grand Wizard, was he?
What's your answer?
Grand Wizard.
Grand Wizard.
Oh, wow.
So Tim wins, but
Tim
let's do number 10 just to play it out. What is the national game of England?
Tim.
Yes.
Cricket.
Yep.
Cricket.
Wow.
Wow.
Tim
Tim
beat you mercilessly.
Heard on strong.
You started well.
I got the first one right.
You got the first one.
And
then just
slowly drowned.
Just walked away. Just walked away from the table and said, "I'm good. I'm good."
Bad one.
So Tim, you if we're gonna keep doing this, I guess you'd be up next to.
And then you'll be up. So
yeah.
Because Ryan can't win these to save his life.
It was a bad fucking plan. That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to get the first one in.
All right. So
joke's on you, but I don't have to come up with questions.
my goddamn. No. Oh, here we go. So we already touched on Kevin Owens not going to Saudi Arabia. The report is that is at the request of his family. We also, it is rumored that Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn, and Aleister Black will not be going over to the Saudi shows. The Sami Zayn did not compete over there last year. Daniel Bryan worked the Greatest Royal Rumble, but did not go back for Crown Jewel. Again, Owens for his family. Aleister Black said it has to do with some of the tattoos that he has are religious in nature. So not super kind of keyed into to what all of them are, but those are just a few of the names as of now that will not be in Cheddar next Friday night or next Friday day.
I guess there's not a problem unless the WWE makes them, so no problem.
Yeah, and the report was that, when Owens, requested that he is not going over, there was no issue from the company.
Cool.
So I think the company's understanding of the situation, and as long as they go over there, you're going to have people that do not go with them. And then finally, last night on NXT, it was Tyler Breeze made his return to NXT. And at TakeOver 25 on June the 1st, he will be competing for the North American Championship against the Velveteen Dream. So now the only thing I wonder out of this, is this a kind of Killian Dane situation where Breeze is going back to NXT, or is this a one-off?
I would assume this is a one-off because this North American title shot was supposed to go to Donovan Dijakovic.
Who's hurt.
And who is hurt.
Okay.
So they needed a ready-made, instantaneous title feud, and since no one else was stepping up to it, it's hard. There's no one really in NXT that's ready for that spot without some sort of build, and unfortunately we just ran out of time. You can't give that to Keith Lee, you can't give that to like Riddle, because Riddle just had the match and lost. Like they had moved on, and so.
And Riddle's doing other things on this show.
And Rick and Tyler Breeze has a history with the North American title because when Ricochet was North American champion, he had an open challenge. Tyler Breeze accepted that challenge, and so I'm very excited to see a reinvigorated Prince Pretty at TakeOver 25 in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
And you are attending.
I will be live in attendance in the 100 section.
How about that?
Tickets were $50.
No shit.
For 100s.
It's I've heard that's at the arena at Harbor Yard, I believe.
I think so.
I've heard it's a smaller arena. It's an AHL building, but I've heard it's a neat.
Yeah, that card. We're gonna be blessed with a card. I mean that the ladder match, which we're gonna talk about, and then a rematch from a match we saw last week, Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong will also be on the card. That's a nice takeover considering that it also includes the women's title with Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai, and of course Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, the rerun.
Yeah.
I agree. Excited to talk about.
Yeah, like the next couple weeks.
Talk about that one.
We had the same thing.
Yeah, the next couple weeks for wrestling are looking pretty
Last
damn
week,
good.
this week, Money in the Bank, Double or Nothing, Takeover, the Saudi Arabia show, and then when's the next MITB pay-per-view?
I honestly don't even know, to be 100% honest, because I know
isn't it Proving Ground?
Stomping Grounds.
That's. I think that might be the following week.
I think so.
It might be the following week. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline here, and I know the July WWE pay-per-view is in Philly. So
Extreme Rules, correct?
Yeah. No. Is it Extreme Rules?
I feel like Extreme Rules is in Philly this year.
I don't think it's Extreme Rules though.
I don't think it's in Philly.
No.
Is it Backlash?
It might. No,
that happens
no.
when you go to the
Backlash
beach
is
and
now.
You get the sand in your shirt and you get the back rash.
I gotta look it up.
We gotta look it up now, folks. This is always good radio when one of us disagrees.
No,
I thought Extreme Rules was.
It doesn't matter. WWE's gonna tell us anyways.
Don't tell us what it's gonna tell us. So it's called Stomping Ground. That is up in Seattle. I think Scotty, our friend Scotty, said he's going to that show.
He is going to that.
Scotty knows
where Stomping Grounds is, and he bought some tickets for the event. He's in like the 200s, but the popcorn's great.
Oh, it is Extreme Rules. My bad.
Oh, okay.
You were
so
right.
It is in Philly. Right. So you were right too.
Extreme Rules.
And Stomping Grounds is the 23rd. So there's a couple of weeks between.
When is Extreme Rules? Maybe we'll get tickets to that, and we'll
July
do a little something live for you there out of
July
Philly.
14th. So yeah, you have.
That's just beyond Lancaster.
Oh God.
It's just on the other side of Lancaster, right down 30, right?
Yeah, just on the other side. So June 1st, you have
my July's
Takeover
boned.
25, and then on the June 7th, you have
Cheddar.
Super Showdown in Cheddar.
Sands of Time.
Sands of Time. I still think they should.
Aladdin 2.
I still say they should have called that thing Backlash, just for tongue in cheek.
Like sands through the hourglass.
Absolutely. I got nothing else. We're up on the end. So Matt, who is the woman of the week this week?
Let me pull that up.
Ooh.
Hey man, he's dipped in the sauce.
He was still looking for your response that he only like half-assedly got. I feel like
nails.
Still waiting on that.
Nails, solid.
Woman of the week is Kelsey Reagan, up and coming star. She has not wrestled much, which she admitted to me, but that doesn't matter for our criteria. So give her a follow, Kelsey Reagan.
All right,
daughter of Ronald Reagan, really nice.
Yes. Daughter of Mike Reagan, who's the son of Ronald Reagan.
There we go.
And Matt, where can people follow you on Twitter? I know things are probably a little less angry.
A lot quieter till Notre Dame football starts up.
Notre Dame football time. But
we got some time until the fall, until that dickhead Doug Flutie comes back. So at 3 3CT, the letter A, Philly as in Philadelphia, the number 8, 3CT affiliate. That's where you can find me. And you can find us at the Icons of Wrestling convention at the 2300 Arena. We will be joined by Felicia Rose. That's a couple weeks away, ladies and gentlemen, so come hang out with us.
Yeah. All right. We will we'll talk to you next week, Matt.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye. So now that we hung up from Matt.
What a piece of shit.
No, I'm not going to. Big boss man.
Ooh.
Bogsmana, yeah.
Ooh, maybe that's an answer.
That'd be a good one.
We'll have to listen to the show back to get it.
Earthquake.
Maybe that's one.
The Quaker. Yeah.
The Quaker.
The Earthquake.
Did Ken Shamrock? He had one.
Intercontinental
I think,
champion.
yeah. Okay. So maybe Moss Man.
There's a few out there.
Yeah.
There's a few. We're thinking about them.
All right, Tim, where can the people follow you?
God everywhere.
That's the truth.
I didn't hit it.
You pushed the table.
I didn't push the table.
The table moved.
I didn't push the table.
I feel like we're a little closer to the camera, but that's cool.
The table moved.
Well, I'm so.
There's a lot of things
Ask
on
Bubby,
this table.
did the table move?
Did you? I didn't hit the mic though. Look, you gotta be specific.
Baby steps.
At Not the Toolman
Don't
across
hit
all
the mic
platforms.
or push the table.
Okay.
Specific enough?
Sure. I won't push it again for the next 5 minutes. At Not the Toolman across all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, if you care. I do also have a podcast outside of here, Final Wrestling Place. This week we are covering Intercontinental Champions who've never been World Champion. This week, Ravishing Rick Rude and Marvelous Mark Marrow. So it's a good two-way episode for that. Also, I stream live on twitch.tv/NotTheToolman. We have a new stream set up. We're unveiling it tomorrow. So that's going to be really fun, really exciting news. Thanks, boys. Great time as always.
Absolutely, Ryan.
Sure.
Where
If you want to follow me, it's RYN and then the word Eagle. That's on Twitter. And I just now argue with Jim on the 3 Count page.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
much
what I've been doing for
spoiled
the last
out
week
there.
and a half. So I will ying to his yang. No matter what he says, I will fight him on it.
You'll yink my yank? What was that?
You got to pay for that. That's on our Patreon page. Check us out. It's everything is always 3 Count Thursday. The number 3, never the word 3. You can find everything over at our website, 3countthursday.com. Jim, take us home.
Yeah, make sure you check out our home network, NGSCSports.com, and the sponsors of this show, Alicia's Pillows and Things. You can decorate your home with items that reflect your favorite sports teams, movies, or TV characters, and much more. Alicia's Pillows and Things is your hookup. They feature pillows of all sizes. They feature stools and more with all of your favorite teams and characters. Log on to NGSCSports.com. Find the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage and place your order. Also, we are sponsored by the Ultimate Sports Channel. It's the best free streaming channel of sports news, game-winning selections, and special features brought to you on Roku TV. Do you, like 30 million others, have Roku? If not, it is a convenient and cost-effective way to watch TV. You get tons of free streaming and featured channels. Visit Roku.com or pick up the remote system at Best Buy, Walmart, Target, and many other retailers. Find this channel by searching the Ultimate Sports Channel for the best free sports programming, or visit awesometvchannel.com for more details. But again, 3countthursday.com, patreon.com/3countthursday. Make sure you're subscribed to our podcast feed, our YouTube channel, and everything else 3 Count related. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and go for the pin.
Oh,